Hola, today I'm going to make a card for Halloween with MFT Stamps, my favorite sin stamps, using pure innocent cookies and milk, or it's milk and cookies. Oh, it's something like that. Um, anyway, I'm going to put all the links in the description where you can find these stamps. I'm coloring here with copy markers. For that, I stamp here with my Memento inks. I am not an expert on Copics, but I have received one or two tips from people that know a lot about them, and they told me it's not right or wrong if you start from darkest to lighter or lightest to darker. The important thing is to have the right combination of color to do whatever you want, like skin or hair or a tree or stuff like that. It's just depends on how you blend and mix the colors. Um, as you can see in the doll, I'm using colors for the skin that I'm going to have them on my description. I already showed them, but I think the camera is too fast. But when you see the combination of the color that I'm using for the hair, you will see that I'm going to use different kind of browns. Also, I'm going to use purple. The purple make a very good adding to the brown, and you won't see it's purple because when you blend that very well, everything is fine. Everything look amazing. I show the color right there, and I'm using the purple right now. As you can see, it doesn't look purple, just giving a little bit more of shadows to the hair. I didn't care that the shade wasn't stamped good enough because I'm going to use paper piecing for the dress and for the chair. You can see here I stamp a pair set of hands with the cookies, and I color them apart. I'm now coloring the shoes in black, and I'm leaving a little bit of highlight, but I'm going to top that with gray color. Here I stamp the chair and the dress. I also start the color. I'm going to do all the borders with my Memento markers. And now I'm going to glue my pieces to complete my doll. I also did the hair and the ponytails in orange colors to match the dress. I'm putting in the cookies, the chocolate chips. I'm doing it in Nouveau drops in chocolate to have a little bit of dimension. And I also stamp a cat to make her company in the scene. Sorry about that bell. The bell is hanging on the door, and it's when my son arrived home from school. Right now I'm building my scene, trying to make my perspective as better as possible. Cutting all the pieces for my car. I'm trying to build a scene where the little girl is watching TV inside a room, and I'm trying to build my perspective. And I cut it right now all the pieces with pattern paper, pretending to be the floor and wallpaper. After I cut my pieces, I make it a little bit dingy or a little bit darker with my distress ink. I do all the corners in vintage photo. Now I'm gluing them all directed to my car. My car is craft paper 6 by 6. After I glue all my pieces, I'm going to stamp a TV from a set from paper smooches, and I'm going to make like a scary scene that is not going to be scary at all, but it's more cute than scary. But and I color everything with my copy colors. I made the moon in glitter first with copy color, and then I add glitter, and I use this piece of it's like paper stock material. This comes from a set of stickers that I have. I'm going to put a link, and I use this bat from Impression Obsession. After I glue the ghost and the bat, I'm going to add on the screen of the TV glossy accent in all the screen of the TV. As you see here, it's still a little bit milky because it's wet, and I'm going to make the buttons of the TV a little bit with dimension with Nuvo drops in black. Also, I stamp and color a base for another MFT set, and this frame is from FAWN. I add Versamark. I stamp with Versamark and add embossing powder in black, like black and black. I love that combination. I use this piece of paper pattern. I got that little piece from DOODLEBUG Halloween paper pattern pack, and I'm going to put it in the frame. Now that I have all my pieces, I can assemble my car. But first I'm going to make everything darker, that she's watching TV in the dark and only the light of the TV is going to shine. For that I'm going to use my Distress Oxide inks, just because they are easy to blend and they look a little bit more opaque. If you want to use something shiny or darker, use the Distress inks, the normal Distress ink. I'm going to start with my vintage photo, and after that I'm going to do the same but with a black suit. You can add more shadows where is the share and the TV with a copied marker before adding your distress inks. But I was thinking that with the distress inks was enough. but you can make it as simple as complicated as you want. I'm going to glue then in the car my pieces in the car with a foam tape. This foam tape is not that thick, but it's very sticky. It's for that I just placing my pieces then to see where I want them, and after that I press down. I glue the cat too in the back of the sofa, like he's scared, and the base in top of the TV. The only thing I don't going to add shadows is to my sentiment. There, I want the sentiment to be shiny. That's it, my card is finished. You can add more stuff or less stuff depending on how complicated you want. I already say that. This is another example of a card with a different walls, and this is my card. I hope you like it, and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Bye.